Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Alleyne. I'm a professor in the Department of Recording Industry. Well, over the years I've had a lot of encounters with the Center for Popular Music, particularly through my research for articles and even for books. The center has actually proved to be an invaluable resource for rare audio material or out-of-print publications that would not otherwise be available. And for a researcher, these kinds of resources are like gold. Without the source material, you don't have quite the same relationship with the material that you're researching. So to have an institution that happens to be part of the university and in fact in the same building as my office that allows me to explore these print and audio resources is very important. In addition, for my history of the recording industry class, the center has been very important in helping to add a greater sense of reality to some of the discussions about vintage technology and ways in which the technologies were used, and in fact how the technologies looked and felt and sounded, so that the center has been able to provide expertise that they bring to the classroom that gives the students a direct encounter that helps to take the history beyond the theoretical realm and closer to lived experience. That is absolutely crucial for consolidating the educational effectiveness of the class. Some years ago, when I was working on my encyclopedia of reggae, the golden age of roots reggae, I was exploring editions of the Reggae Reports magazine, which in more recent years has gone out of print. And I discovered almost by accident that the center had a number of editions that I was missing. So I was lucky enough to have the cooperation of center personnel so that I could explore and scan those editions and fill in a lot of the missing historical blanks, because these things are very, very hard to find. Unless you find a collector, an individual collector, who is willing to share his collection, which is very rare, then you're left with a nagging sense of doubt about the veracity of some of the data that you're using. And it's a great sense of intellectual reassurance, if you like, to be able to tap into those sources and to verify or contradict, in some cases, bodies of information that you have. But the more that you have to work with based on what you're looking for, the better the overall quality of what you're doing becomes. So I'd say that the center is a vehicle that allows you to enhance the quality of what you're doing. There are also the occasional brown bag sessions, and I've only participated in one of them so far as a speaker, but it does provide you with an opportunity to reassess your ongoing research and to get some feedback from colleagues regarding aspects that you've explored, and perhaps some indications about things that may require further exploration that you hadn't necessarily considered to be quite as important before going into that forum. So apart from the typical isolated research situation, there's also the opportunity for research dialogue and interaction that helps you to advance what you're doing.